Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading, mid-month check-in for November 2023. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully get some clarity. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of November. All right, you have the Hierophant, overall energy, Three of Wands. All right, so I kind of feel like maybe you guys are ready to go forward with something. For some of you, you could be going into some sort of commitment. It just seems that, you know, maybe you realize that you are ready for the next step in a relationship, or ready to take on some sort of responsibility. And if you are single, there still could be an indication of you just being ready to take on the responsibility of a relationship. Maybe you feel like you're open, or you have some free time or some room. So, you know. And I also feel too that maybe someone is getting ready to reveal something to you, or you're getting ready to reveal something to somebody. Yeah, I feel like there's a secret that's getting ready to come out. And I feel like there is some sort of happiness or optimism in regards to the future. It just seems that, you know, you're ready. I feel like you're also getting some sort of status or recognition. Now, this could also be describing, you know, the person that you're involved with. Maybe this person has some sort of status, could be government, some sort of government official. This can be someone who is a leader, some sort of protector for the community. Now, another thing I'm getting is that this person could also own like a lot of land. So maybe this person's into real estate, or maybe they own like a really big building or something. If you are single, you might be getting a lot of attention or recognition, especially if you decided to go on some sort of a dating app. It just seems like, you know, maybe, you know, you're getting some pretty good potentials online. And then people also seem to like you. Maybe there's a mutual attraction that you're having. Now, there also could be some sort of traveling. Maybe you're getting ready to travel as a couple, or if you're traveling alone, there's a possibility that you could meet someone, a love potential while traveling. Either way, it looks like you're definitely moving on to the next big chapter in your life, or having closure. It's possible that this is some sort of ending or breakup, especially if you had to go to court and, you know, you had to submit documents and sign off on things, and then finally you are free. You know, you're divorced and can maybe celebrate, you know. So something could become official for you before the month is out. Just officially divorced, and maybe you can, whether or not you want to be on the market or not, but it does seem like exciting times ahead for you. Something happened in the past, though, that I feel like you're also overcoming. I feel like in the past you had to deal with some sort of embarrassment or humiliation. Maybe you've never been the same since. Yeah, but for the most part, I don't know. I kind of feel like you guys are just ready to move forward. Or it could be that someone is now single and divorced and they've been having their eye on you, so they're headed your way. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of November 2023. All right, you have the Empress, overall energy, Four of Swords. Kind of seems that maybe you've been trapped in your head about something. You also may have felt like, I don't know, like you had to surrender to something. Maybe you felt like you were in a situation or, a situation where you just kind of felt like stuck and didn't know how you were going to get out of it. But I feel like you're going to be freed from whatever this situation was. Really, I feel like it was all in your head anyway. I feel like you've also been put in a lot of situations that were to prepare you for what's to come as well. And then too, like whatever it is that you've been patiently waiting for, I feel like is getting ready to manifest. Yeah, I kind of feel that you're getting ready to meet someone. Maybe intuitively you kind of felt this coming or happening, but it seems like you could meet someone. I do feel like you're going to be torn though, in the love department. It's like you're headed towards a crossroads, and your life can either go in this direction or that direction. Now, if somebody is in a relationship, I kind of feel that somebody has been trying to stay away from temptation, maybe isolating themselves. But I almost feel like the minute someone steps out and about, it's like now they are like temptation is everywhere. So if somebody has been in a relationship, something about the relationship has been isolating. Maybe somebody like worked from home, and so they didn't really do anything. They were always under their partner or a significant other. And now maybe something's changed where the minute this person steps outside, it's like temptation is everywhere. So, this might be a little bit of a warning for if you're in a relationship. You could be the one that is like looking around like, oh my God, like where have I been? I've been just isolated at home and now I'm stepping out and who are all these people? So many options. And it may not have even been anything wrong with the relationship. It's just I kind of feel like somebody put something in front of your face and you were like, I didn't know this existed. And it's just like, now that you know it does, what do you want to do? So I don't know. I just kind of feel like you're going to be faced with some sort of temptation. Another thing I'm getting is that someone may have been keeping a secret and now they're ready to share this secret. It could have been a secret relationship. It could have been a secret pregnancy. If it's just about feelings, somebody having secret feelings for you, or you them, I feel like somebody's ready to kind of be open about it. There's definitely soulmate energy for those of you with Taurus placements. Yeah. And something might be destined for you as well. Yeah. It may be bringing someone into your life or bringing people out that you didn't know existed or people that were in hiding. It just seems that situations or people that were in lockdown or hidden are coming out and being revealed. So there's going to be opportunity. Let's say too, you were on a dating app and you were like, there's nobody on this thing. Then all of a sudden it's like people just here, there. It's like, oh, where'd all these people come from? Like there weren't any matches at first, but now there's a lot of matches. Yeah, it seems that maybe there's like an abundance of potential mates for you. And so it's kind of like, take your pick. You also may have had some sort of one-track thinking, or maybe you were closed-minded about some things. And the minute you step out of your comfort zone, you just see a big difference almost instantly. Especially like if you were closed-minded about dating someone outside of your race or religion, or dating someone below, 5'10". And then the minute you kind of like change, you're like, okay, maybe 5'9" isn't so bad. And then, it's like, oh, like this opened up a whole new market. So I just feel like if you're single and looking, there's going to be a lot of potentials out there, choices to be made. But, these are people that I feel like you're going to have a lot in common with. If you're in an established relationship, I feel like temptation's on the way. Like something's going on where you're acting like you never saw the opposite sex before, or the same sex, I don't know. Or your partner is, and somebody is just like, wow, like, where have you been? Where have you been hiding? Yeah. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising for the remainder of November 2023. Uh-oh. All right, you have the Empress as well. Overall energy, Ten of Swords. So there could be something that is coming to an end for you. Maybe you're getting ready. For some of you, you're about to become single again. Maybe you're deciding that you don't want to date somebody anymore or be in a relationship anymore. Maybe you've already been single and you've had time to reflect. And it just seems like maybe now you're ready to put yourself out there. I do feel like you're going to be seen or noticed by someone. Another thing is that this can be from the perspective of someone that's going to be pursuing you. Maybe this person is just now coming out of a relationship. And, this person might just be newly single. I feel like you are definitely feeling attractive. I feel like you are exuding like self-love as well. Maybe that's what people are drawn to, is your confidence. And I kind of feel that there's a situation going on where the Emperor and the Empress, so these ideal archetypes are in the same vicinity. So, whoever your ideal type partner is might be just like right there. Like you guys are being put in the same area, like, and it may be because it's time, maybe the stars are aligned and it's time for the two of you to meet or cross paths with each other. So this is, pretty good energy for those of you that are single. Even if you're in a relationship, some things could be going on where maybe you're getting a lot of attention from other people. I feel like two individuals are coming together who are independent. Maybe people have gone through healing. Yeah. I feel like maybe this is about two people who both respect each other's space. So, yeah, there is a strong possibility that you could be meeting the person of your dreams, just an ideal companion. Now, if you're in an existing relationship, it's possible that maybe you're going to meet somebody's parents for the first time or meet someone's family, especially, since it's so close to the holidays. That's a strong possibility. But I feel like for singles, there's somebody that has had their eye on you for a while. This person may have said something to you before and maybe you didn't respond back. For whatever reason. It could be a number of reasons. It could be because it was an ex. It could be because you just didn't know that they were interested in you like that. It could be a number of reasons, but I kind of feel like you've interacted with this person before, but it didn't go far, or you didn't respond or acknowledge this person. Maybe you were too engrossed in something else at the time and just didn't recognize that someone was trying to approach you. But for the most part, I really kind of feel like somebody is single. Like this is single energy being celebrated, even if somebody is newly single. So another thing, if you're in an established relationship, there could be news of a pregnancy. Maybe you guys are sharing the news, or maybe you haven't heard from somebody and then they pop up and then they're like, I'm pregnant. But there could be some sort of news of a pregnancy. If you've already been pregnant, then the baby should be coming soon. Now, of course, the downside of this is that you might feel like you've met someone pretty amazing, but this person might be in a relationship. Might be. Also, if you were going through some sort of a breakup, it's possible that you guys are just going to get back together. Family also seems to be playing a significant role. It could be that family members are introducing you to someone, or you meet somebody at a family gathering. I'm also getting strong fire energy, so there's a possibility that you could end up with a fire sign. I would say for the most part though, be prepared to flirt or meet someone new. I kind of feel like there's, you know, some potentials out there, or one potential, and this person might actually feel like the one. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of November 2023. All right, you have the Queen of Swords, overall energy, the Page of Wands. So if you're single, you might have some options out here. Kind of feels like there's somebody who's thinking about you, or someone who's observing you. I feel like somebody is curious about you. There may be some age gap between you and another person as well. If most people are intimidated by you, this person in particular may not be. I feel like they're just curious, or they find you very interesting. I kind of feel like you are also, in a sense, getting rid of certain people. I feel like you're like pruning or shaping your love life. You're like, okay, this person, no need to talk to this person anymore, blah, blah, blah. You're just kind of like, you know, going through the people that you've dealt with, or the people that are in your life, and deciding who to keep and who to like no longer talk to. I was gonna say throw away. That's a little harsh. But you might be coming off a little cold-blooded, you know. You seem to be very focused too. I think you're going to be unaware of the fact that someone's interested in you, or you are very interested in somebody, but they're just very oblivious because they're just so focused on other things. You also might be a distraction for somebody. Somebody is unable to take their eyes off of you. They're really into you, very mesmerized. I feel like somebody is very unfocused around you. Or every time they see you, they just kind of like go into a trance. Now something's going on where it seems that there could potentially be some sort of betrayal. It's possible that a secret is going to come out that could be very painful to deal with. Now, some of you might hear from an ex, or an ex might want to get your attention. Be careful about the type of people that you choose too, because I almost feel like at one point you had like a lot of people interested in you, and you chose someone who doesn't pay any attention to you. And you might be, you know, regretting the fact that you picked this person or decided to give this person a chance. You could be dealing with an air sign or a fire sign. For some of you, there is a possibility of cheating, because I feel like somebody is just letting something go to their head. They're getting a lot of attention, and and is being coerced away. And then it's only temporary. Somebody might just like blow your head up and you get to thinking that this person's really into you, and then turns out that, you know, they're not that interested, or it's just short-lived, or something was just for fun. I feel like you also might be again, it's the same energy about being upset that you gave somebody a chance. You're like, why did I even give this person a chance? I was fine by myself, or doing this or doing that. You might end up feeling like used in a sense, or just discarded, undervalued. I really feel like you might be upset with yourself initially, but you'll get over it. I do feel like you'll get over it. You'll be hurt for a minute, and then you're like, whatever, like they weren't, that great anyway. You also might be the one just kind of hooking up with somebody as a distraction, or to boost your own ego. You're like, I don't know, you just go and hook up with somebody, and because you're trying to move on from somebody else, so you might be doing something just for fun. And then I feel like overall, something's going on where this is fun energy, and something is just temporary. Even if somebody is getting cheated on, it's just like, that was just for fun. I'm done with it. So if you're suspicious of your partner doing something, it's likely they did, but I don't feel like they are taking that person serious. And somebody also may be fooling around with somebody at work, or who they see on a regular basis. Yeah. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Leo rising, Leo sun, and Leo moon for the remainder of November 2023. You have 7 of Pentacles, overall energy, 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like you are really putting a lot of focus on yourself. I feel like you value yourself. I kind of feel like maybe you might not even feel like people are worthy of your time and energy. You're like, I don't think it's worth it. If there is anyone who's interested in you, I do feel like they admire you and value you, but you might not really be phased, or really take notice. I feel like you're really focusing on money and other things that you have. You could be showing gratitude. You also might be trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want if you are to enter a relationship. And then it also seems that something is like a waiting game. Like you're just waiting. Maybe you feel like you put your intentions out into the universe, and whatever it is that you asked for hasn't happened yet. So you're just in the meantime just doing things to pass the time by. Now I kind of feel like you're also unaware that spirit guides might be protecting you. They're not letting people get close to you that aren't worth your time. Maybe people have tried. There could be somebody trying to approach you now. Your spirit guides is out there like battling folks. Like, no, like you're not allowed. Do not enter. So I feel that spiritually you are guarded, so it's kind of like just focus on you for the meantime. I do feel like there's going to be communication at some point. Yeah. So another thing is that somebody might be taking their time with you, or before they approach you, maybe they're the ones that's just trying to focus on getting things in order before they enter a relationship. And so whenever this person is ready, then they'll approach you. Now, it seems that initially there's also going to be some sort of attraction between people who are resistant towards each other at first. Yeah. I feel like two people are resistant towards each other, or in denial. And then all of a sudden there's going to be a lot of flirtation, or things could actually start to move really quickly after starting off as stagnant, or maybe you've been feeling like there's been blockages in your life, and then all of a sudden the relationships, or a relationship might start to develop very quickly, or all of a sudden just like several people are approaching you. Now, at some point, I do, for those of you that feel spiritually protected, I do feel that there is someone that your guides see, that they're like, okay, you can come through. And it's kind of like somebody gets chosen and they might feel lucky, you know. And I do feel like this person should be lucky to have an opportunity to get to know you or get close to you. And not only that, but I feel that all of a sudden there's just like an abundance of love, and it's like all your hopes and wishes are coming into fruition. If you decide that you're wanting to put up a profile, a dating profile, I feel like you would get a lot of hits. And then finally you would make a match, and it would just kind of be like bullseye, like a perfect match here. I just kind of feel like if you're single, your situation really depends on whenever you're ready. Like, the minute you feel like, okay, I'm ready to meet somebody, like everything, it's going to be so many energies coming at you, but I still feel like your guides are going to be like filtering out the people that are not for you, and then the right person is going to come through and things might take off really quickly. You could have one of those situations where, well, I was saying earlier that something could start off like a long distance relationship, but something also kind of seems like two people hit it off so quickly that next thing you know, they're living together, or like they are just like in somebody else's habitat, and it's just like natural, like it was always meant to be that way. Somebody could be coming into your life to also push you forward, push you out of your comfort zone, or to help you overcome some sort of stagnant energy. Especially more so if you have been stuck trying to move on from someone. I feel like this is the person that can help you move forward. I really feel like you already did something by yourself, but this person comes into your life at an even better time, and it's just like helping you go to the next chapter in your life, and having like it's something that just seems fun too. So ultimately, I feel that your patience is going to pay off, and the universe is going to give you a big response to your prayers. It's possible that you could also get involved with an Aquarius, or someone that has like an Aquarian nature. Distant, but also someone who's very generous. All right, let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For the remainder of November 2023. All right, you have the Page of Wands, overall energy, 10 of Cups. If you're in a relationship, it's happy, but it seems like you're in a bubble, and it's possible that someone's going to burst your bubble, or you get some sort of reality check, or you're just gradually coming out of a honeymoon phase. Another thing I'm seeing here is the potential of expansion in your life. So maybe you guys are having a baby, or maybe there's a family moving in together. Okay. Either you want someone who's unavailable, they're in a relationship, but all you do is look and long. Maybe there's been some inappropriate flirting. Maybe you're already involved in a situationship, and this person pushes you out and it hurts you, but you still, I don't know, it's still like you're trying to get close to this person knowing that they're unavailable. The other thing is that you could just be looking at someone else's life, not necessarily wanting them, but wanting that life. Like maybe, for instance, you're going through old photographs and you're like, how come so-and-so got married and so-and-so got married? I'm still not married, or I still haven't found my person. And you're just kind of like wondering when that's going to happen for you. And you might be feeling left out. Or maybe even like the black sheep, especially if you're like the only person in the family that's not married, or at least in a relationship. And then the other thing is that you might be in this ideal type relationship, and then you don't know or realize that somebody wants what you have. Somebody is looking in on your relationship and, you know, wanting to be with you, or wanting to be with your partner. You also may have come out of a situation where you just feel like relationships just aren't what you thought they were. It kind of feels too like you see or know what you want, but at the same time, you aren't really saying or doing anything about it. You're just like suffering in silence and keeping to yourself. I feel like it's taking somebody a lot of strength not to pursue what they want, or to go after what they want. Somebody might be restraining themselves from you because they're in a relationship, but they really want it. They might want it, but they might really want to be with you, and they're like, but I'm in this relationship. And so they just choose to just suffer and stay in this bubble, but longing for you at the same time. Yeah, I kind of feel that somebody is lurking in a sense, or is observing. They want what they can't have. Something seems out of reach for the time being. It could be that somebody is like, I'm just going to wait until the day that they break up because I know that's my person. And, somebody might really feel like that. It could be a fire sign, or it could be an earth sign that is longing, or you are one of these signs. I was also getting a situation where somebody is just like not fighting for the other person. Maybe you want to be fought for, but somebody is just more so like watching you walk away, knowing that all it takes is for them to like fight for you, to call you, to say, hey, I want a relationship with you, or I want to make this work, but they're not doing anything about it. But yeah, I feel like the overall energy with you guys is, somebody wants what they can't have. Somebody is unavailable. They don't have your full attention, or vice versa, because they're preoccupied with another relationship. Now, it could be that somebody's just preoccupied with family or being like a single parent, but usually this is about somebody being in another relationship. All right, let's see what messages there are for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the remainder of November 2023. All right, you have Six of Cups, overall energy, Four of Swords. So I feel like you guys have been waking up with this sensation that something's getting closer, somebody's getting closer, somebody's thinking about you, somebody's getting ready to reach out to you. I kind of feel like if you're intuitive, you can feel it. You know something's about to happen, and I feel like you're trying to brace yourself. I feel like you're trying to rest or trying to be at peace, but something is kind of haunting you. I do feel like you have a soulmate out there. Maybe someone's also kind of been whispering to you telepathically, or calling out to you telepathically. But there is a connection that is getting closer and closer. Somebody is getting closer to speaking out, or making their appearance, making their presence known. Now, for some of you, this could be a past person, whether it's an ex or just somebody that you've interacted with in the past. Yeah, for some of you, it's a past person. Now, if this is going to be a new person, then it just feels familiar. And that's because maybe you guys had a past life together. I do feel like somebody is being drawn out. Is kind of like, hey, I got a treat, or hey, I've got something. And so, I don't know, either you are drawing somebody out, or they're drawing you out of hiding. I kind of feel like somebody's in hiding, but they're being pulled out. And, kind of being tempted as well, seduced from hiding. Okay, so something is also like forbidden fruit. So there could be something taboo about this situation. I feel like your desires are getting ready to manifest. Something goes from being a thought to reality, the physical reality. Oh, that's so funny, because I was saying that somebody is being lured. This literally looks like somebody being lured into a trap. It's like, hey, I've got this. The minute somebody gets close enough, it's like they're being trapped. So I do feel like somebody is being lured into someone's trap. Something also may start off kind of playful or innocent, and then you quickly realize that this is a test, or this is going to be karmic, or this person's going to be intense. How do I get myself out of this situation? And like I said, something starts off innocent. It makes me feel like maybe somebody just wants to be like, hey, I just wanted to stop by and, say hi. And then the next thing you know, you invite this person in and they won't leave. They're like, actually, I just got some bad news. Like, do you mind if I stay here for a couple of hours? My place is being fumigated, or, I don't know. It's just like, is your place cleared out now? Like, oh, so I don't know what it is. But yeah, I kind of feel that somebody is being lured into a trap. And then also, you might be the one orchestrating this. Maybe you are the, seductress, or, whatever the case. But I do feel like somebody is being lured away. Interesting. I'm getting like two things happening. For one, I feel like one thing seems like somebody's being trapped or lured in or stuck, while another situation is being set free. Or it's like the minute you get into this situation, it ends, depending on how quickly you learn from this lesson. I kind of feel like this is going to be a bittersweet situation too. Like, maybe you do find your soulmate, and you do get to be with this person, but then you experience some sort of loss at the same time. It's like, oh, I just found a perfect companion, but now I just lost my job. Something like that seems to be happening. People involved that you could get. I don't know, what is that? Okay, people involved could be Scorpio, Capricorn, and maybe Leo. I feel like something is both suffocating and then liberating at the same time. Now, as a warning, I will say, yeah, like, make sure, that you can trust somebody that you are getting involved with. Because this could go to a dark place. I don't want to take it there, but at the same time, I do want people to be aware or warned, just in case this is a darker meaning to this, like somebody luring you, trapping you, and then taking your breath. So yeah, be careful about that. Be careful who you go home with or get involved with. Another way I would see this is that somebody ends up getting pregnant and feeling immediately trapped, but then the pregnancy doesn't take. And so somebody's like, whew, that was a close call. I'm free again, or just feeling like free from that situation. So it all depends, but at the end of the day, be cautious. But for the most part, I feel like this is talking about some sort of unresolved karma that you have with somebody. They're a soulmate, and it also might be more than one person. But I feel like there's going to be some sort of unresolved karma that needs to be fulfilled. All right, let's see what messages there are for Venus in Scorpio. Not Venus in Scorpio. What am I talking about? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I always try to start doing the Venus readings for y'all. All right. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of November 2023. All right, you have the Fool, overall energy, Ten of Pentacles. Kind of looks like somebody is just walking away from security or stability. Kind of looks like that. Like you might be in a secure relationship, but then you just decide for whatever reason, like it's been fun, you know, or put yourself in a situation where you're risking it all. Excuse me. It's like you have a secure relationship, but why would you go and do something that jeopardizes your relationship? On the flip side, it's possible that somebody could just wander into your life. But either this person is in a relationship or they're just coming out of one. But I feel like they might be in a relationship. Either way, it seems like you're going to do something out of character or without putting much thought into it. You just go and do something. Feel like you're not paying attention. You're very distracted. It could be that you become distracted with someone who you work with, or especially if you're in a relationship, something happens where all of a sudden you wake up, or, you know, maybe you felt like, where, you know, I've been sleeping, like, who's this person? They're so interesting, and it's like you can't stop thinking about this person. A relationship also could start off as professional and develop into something else. Or something about your relationship seems like a business. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be dealing with someone with Venus and Scorpio. Maybe an Aquarius. I kind of feel like somebody walks away from everything they know. They just walk away. So if you are in some sort of relationship, it just seems like you are being careless, or you just let it go. Or your partner just walks away from you. Suddenly decides they want to be single. The other thing is that if you've been in some sort of secret relationship, because you're concerned about your public image, or concerned about what family members have to say, it's indicating that you won't care anymore, that you just want to be open and public about your relationship. I really kind of feel like somebody is just like walking away from a relationship though, and it's just like, I don't care. Like, yeah, I know they were giving me money, or I know we had established a life together. I just don't care anymore. Somebody's like completely detaching or making careless decisions that could be affecting a relationship status or the family legacy. I feel like somebody doesn't want to follow in their family's footsteps either. So somebody might be breaking tradition in a sense. Well, I mean, it seems like either way you feel pretty confident and independent about your decisions. Yeah. Really just don't care about, what people have to say. And you are going to place your values before other people's. All right, let's see what messages there are for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have Justice, overall energy, Five of Cups. So you guys could be dealing with a breakup. You also might be hoping that someone gets what they deserve, especially if you feel like somebody hurt you or if they did something, you're kind of like hoping that they choke on their own, you know, their own karma, basically. You might be wanting someone to suffer. I feel like you're also just trying to get back to a place where you feel at peace or feel like yourself again. For the most part, I feel that the purpose has been fulfilled. If you are like, why did this relationship end, or what happened, I just kind of feel like it served its purpose, and it's time for you to move forward. I feel like the minute you decide that you're ready to let go of the past, that things are going to start to seem exciting. You might start getting a lot of attention. Try not to make emotional decisions too. Some of you might feel like you made a mistake for, ending a relationship, or for something. You might just kind of start to feel like maybe you made a mistake or second guess some sort of decision that you made. It's also possible that somebody is feeling this way about you. Maybe they feel like they shot themselves in the foot, or like they made a mistake, especially if somebody didn't expect you to meet somebody so quickly, or to move on or forget about them so quickly. Be careful not to get involved with someone who's indecisive. I kind of feel like maybe this person keeps doing this. Somebody also might like humiliation or get turned on by humiliating others, or maybe you do get turned on by being humiliated. Like, so, you know, be careful about that, or take notice of that maybe. Especially if you find yourself constantly putting yourself in a position where you're going to feel humiliated or foolish. It kind of seems to like someone's pride keeps getting in the way of decisions, making the right decisions. And I also am getting the energy of somebody who might be juggling. Somebody might keep breaking up with you and then going towards somebody else and then coming back to you. Could be an earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe a Libra involved in this situation. I feel like somebody is wanting stability. You might find something more stable with an earth sign. It's possible that you might need an earth sign. Or an earth sign feels more stable. If you, especially more so if you're the one looking in at somebody or wondering if you made a mistake and then you see somebody moved on, it could be that they found some sort of stability. But again, I feel that a relationship ran its course, and I feel like maybe something was toxic. Maybe you're going to come to that realization and have the courage to let that person go for good, especially if this has been some sort of on-off situation. I feel like you guys fulfilled whatever contract you guys had, and it's just time to go forward. Yeah, somebody's been wondering if they should go or if they should stay. Now, that situation is a little different for those of you that are in a relationship but unhappy and wondering if you should go or stay. I don't know. I kind of feel that I feel like there's a need to go, but somebody ends up staying. If you're already broken up, I feel like you're going to move on. I hope that makes sense. Those of you that are you're still in a relationship, I just kind of feel like there's a situation where you decide that maybe you're going to end up staying after debating back and forth. Maybe this person simply wasn't giving you enough attention, or giving you, they just weren't meeting your needs, and maybe you had a talk with them and they said they were going to do better, so you decided to stay. I still feel like, I don't know, it just seems kind of shaky. But if you already broke up with somebody and this person comes back into your life, you know, months later, weeks later, I feel like ultimately you're needing to let that person go. All right, I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see what messages there are for, what do you call it? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Fool, overall energy, Ace of Wands. So you guys seem to be wanting to be free. you could have like a chance to start over. I feel like you just want to play or have fun and just really not want any strings attached. I feel like your nature is very carefree at the moment, and you don't really seem to be bothered by anything or anybody. If you're single, I feel like you're not really looking for anybody. You're just out there having fun. If you are in a relationship, you're coming off kind of detached. I feel like you guys are getting ready to start over. It seems like there's a new beginning for you. I feel like you're hitting the reset button on your life. I feel like you're just kind of flirting. Maybe you just got your freedom back. Maybe you've been in a relationship for a while and now you're single, and just enjoying yourself. And maybe this is also something new for you. Maybe you've always been in a relationship and this is the first time that you're not in a very long time, and you're just like, I don't know I don't know how to act. This is, what do I do now? Like, what can I do? It just seems like you have so much time on your hands. But I really just feel like you're having fun with it. Now, certain things that you might be afraid to do, I feel like you're going to overcome it though. It's like you're doing things that you've never done before. I feel like you're coming out of your shell. I feel like you are conquering your fears. Yeah, I feel like you're taking like leaps of faith, like several leaps of faith. Like you just keep doing things to surprise yourself, and people are also around you. They're surprised. They're like, I can't believe you're doing this. This is so not like you. I feel like you also just don't have zero tolerance for, any foolishness. I feel like if you've been on some sort of a hamster wheel, maybe you were afraid to step off, but you're doing it. I feel like you're like, I am tired of being on this hamster wheel. I'm being set free. And so, you're loose. You might be doing things that you haven't had a chance to do in a long time. Going to performances. Maybe whoever you were in a relationship with didn't like doing things like this. I just really feel like this is strongly for those of you that just got your freedom back. I feel like you're definitely like running with it and having fun. It could be that you are dealing with someone though who's a free spirit. So I don't know how that's going to work if you want commitment, because this person is more like a free spirit and they're in no rush to have a relationship. They're really reflecting about life and counting their blessings. They just, I don't know, they don't want to be tied down. I feel like something is your destiny or your fate as well. I feel like you're also just being encouraged to roll with the tide. Don't fight against it. Just let something play out, or just let nature run its course. Nothing needs to be forced. If you don't want to be in a relationship, then don't. I feel like you are kind of like going to events. if someone is interested in you, I feel like you don't even notice. You're just like, who? Even if this person has been flirting or, coming on strong or whatever, you don't notice. You're like, what? I don't know what they're doing. Like, I was enjoying my cup of tea over here. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you just don't really care. You're coming off also just very disconnected from everything and everybody. Could be in a loner mode. So, yeah. You're definitely just exploring and having fun. All right, let's see what messages there are for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Matter of fact, let me see, do I have time? I don't want to rush to it. I will continue when I come back. All right, I am back with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of November 2023. All right, you have Justice, overall energy, Four of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you were holding on to something, or you did not want to lose yourself, or something's coming off like the last of you, the last bit of you. I don't know. It seems like it was something you were holding on to. And now I feel like the time has come to let go. I feel like your time is done with a certain person. I kind of feel like things are just balanced or balancing out. So it seems like there is some sort of ending, and it could be an end of a relationship. If you have been completely single, maybe it's the end of being single. It also could be that someone coming towards you has come out of a relationship. But yeah, I feel like it's time to let something go. I'm kind of concerned, hoping that no one like has tried to hurt themselves. I don't know. I kind of feel too that if it is a breakup or a divorce, it feels like a painful one. It seems like there's been a lot of anxiety. I don't know if you had to like put your foot down or set boundaries with someone. Now, it's also possible that someone has been imprisoned or locked up, and this person is being released. But it does seem like maybe somebody was holding on to some relationship. Maybe this relationship gave you a sense of purpose, or, you just were caught up in some sort of idealism and wanted to hold on to that. Maybe you liked the attention you got when you were in a relationship, and it just seems like, you were trying to hold on, but it's like it's over now. I feel like your whole perspective is getting ready to change or shift, or you're going to come to the realization about the situation that you were in. But I really am concerned about somebody just kind of like wanting to hurt themselves. I don't know if, you're needing to call and check in on somebody, or if somebody is making those type of threats, hoping that you won't leave them, or hoping that you'll stay. If they're threatening to hurt themselves, I kind of feel like somebody might call the police, and maybe somebody does need to be isolated or taken to the ICU or put in the hospital or something. I am concerned about someone's well-being or their mental state. And remember, if this is you, that, I have the information in the description box, who to call for help. So, I don't even want to say those things, but just in case, please check the description box if this is you and you feel like you're crying out for help, or you just feel like you're in trouble or something. But it does seem to be a lot of mental anxiety. Something is just mental. I feel like something may not be as bad. If this is you, I feel like it's not as bad as you think. If you could just hold on until this phase passes by, it's kind of like you might be in the eye of the storm. So you can't see your way out of a situation. You can't see it, but that doesn't mean that there's no solution. It's just that you're too caught up in a situation and maybe not even thinking clearly. I feel like there could be a lot of clouded judgment going on. And again, if this is not you, if you're the one that's felt stuck or trapped in a relationship, is a strong possibility that somebody is talking about hurting themselves so that you'll stay. So yeah, just sending prayers out there to anybody that is feeling that way. All right, let's see what messages there are for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You have Nine of Cups, overall energy, Two of Swords. So I feel like there's a possibility that maybe you have felt stuck, and at some point maybe you finally regain peace in your life or some sort of confidence. It seems like you're also blocking off or running away from situations that were painful for you. Seems like you're also maybe trying to manifest something, manifest peace or happiness. Somebody also could be trying to use spell work to get your attention. Now, someone is also coming off a little manipulative. I don't know if it's you or somebody that you're dealing with, but I kind of feel like maybe somebody is possibly doing something for attention. Also, somebody might be trying to get your attention indirectly. Kind of feels like someone is wanting to run away, or someone in a sense is crying out for help. It's a similar energy to the Aquarius reading. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius. I do have air, so it could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You also might be trying to psych yourself. Something's going on where maybe you're trying to fake it till you make it, or you're having to pretend to have confidence or pretend to be somebody else. Maybe you feel like you have to put on some sort of an alter ego to attract what you want, or to do something, or to have the confidence in regards to something that you're desiring or wanting to do. I really just kind of feel that somebody is doing something for attention. It's something like maybe laughing to themselves really loud to the point where somebody is like, what's so funny? It's like, oh, like, I was hoping you'd ask. So I don't know. I kind of feel like somebody is like trying to laugh laugh just like really loudly, or they're doing something in a big way to get somebody to interact with them. Somebody is being just very dramatic, I'm getting. You could be trying to lure somebody to coming towards you, or maybe you're trying to get someone to initiate communication. This also could be reversed. Somebody is doing these things to you. Kind of feels like somebody is doing some lurking too, trying to find out information about you, or keeping tabs on you, or at least they had been until you blocked them. I would be cautious about, who you're interacting with on social media, if you have social media, because I kind of feel like somebody is pretending to be somebody else. The same thing goes for if you have, if you sign up for whatever dating app or have a dating profile, the person who you're interacting with might not be the real person. Definitely could be like a catfish. Kind of feel like somebody is trying to catfish you, so just be cautious of that. Yeah, and if you try to block somebody or set boundaries with them, I feel like this person has a lot of tricks up their sleeve, and they're just going to try and find another alternate way to interact with you. They might, if you're, a female dealing with a male, definitely could be a male trying to add you using a female profile picture. Yeah, so this is kind of like the second time I'm getting that somebody is like being lured into something, like somebody's trying to get you to come to them, follow them in some way. If you have plans to meet up with somebody, I feel like you shouldn't go alone. Make sure you meet out in public, or, bring 2 or 3 people with you, whatever the case. So just be cautious. I feel like there could be some sort of lurking energies here. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.